Hey guys, so Foodie went live yesterday, and there's a lot to cover in that live stream. It was called Oh, the Hypocrisy, I think. But I really wanted to focus on one thing and one thing only today, and that was her discussion of what's been going on in the Locale Live universe and how disgusted she was by it because at the end of the stream, she ended up doubling down on the comments that she has made previously about Charlie Gold. So I wanted us to go back and look at some foodie clips and compare it to what she was saying in her um, live stream because I think we more and more Foodie pretends to be one thing, and then she lets it slip how she really is again. And I think it's important for us to remember how she actually is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get over here, and we are going to look at this video that I put together. I did get clips from Just Saying and from one of Mr. Snowflake's videos. And Locale Live. I will be linking those clips down below so that you can go and watch them from the original creator because I want to make sure that I'm giving credit where credit is due. I spent a lot of time looking for clips, but I would not have ever had access to these clips if these creators didn't already have them up for me. So we're going to go ahead and without further ado, get over here and check out Miss Foodie.
Look, I'm making tomato soup for lunch. Better react to it. Like, what's there to react to? Like, go react to the Holocaust or something.
Okay, so that comment about go react to the Holocaust or something, that comment was made towards a Jewish creator who was a reaction channel of foodies. Um, like, there's not much of an excuse for that.
If I'm anti-Semitic, they're fat-shaming bullies. Deflection. You ever hear of deflection? Look it up.
Okay, so I wondered why she was so big on bringing up this topic. She had to know that bringing up racism would have people looking into her past and making comments about things that she has said. And I think right there it's very telling. It is deflection. She is trying to deflect us from what is going on behind the scenes. The fact that she is still exploiting a child, we will get to that in another stream. She is again posting pictures of that child and talking about the fact that she will always support that child, which means we are going to continue to ask for money and be giving pictures of that child to anyone that gives us money. It is disgusting. But she also wants to keep us distracted from the fact that she is not in Canada yet. She is still asking for more money, and that she is now saying that her and Salah are going to stay married on paper. She's not sure what's going to come of it in the end, whether they're actually going to get divorced or not. So this is all deflection to keep us from noticing those things. So we're now going to pop over to part of her live stream and listen to what she had to say originally.
I hadn't checked into the Lolcow universe in a long time. Well, come to find that they have like a million shows, and Becky is no longer on Lolcow Queens. Instead, they have some, like a friggin' white supremacist, and if you hang out with a white supremacist, I'm sorry, but you're of the like kind.
Okay, so who you hang out with is your like kind. Let's discuss that. She, first of all, was a mod in Shani for Christ chat for a very long time. Her and Shani were close friends, and we know that Shani likes that hard R a lot, and has used it multiple times. So what does that say about you and your character? Let's also talk about the fact that she regularly has PDF files in her chat and leaves them there. She might remove inappropriate comments, but we leave them there. We don't ever remove them. Let's also not forget that at one point she was defending Cyrax against Marty. Zyrax is also a known and documented PDF file. So if you are the company that you keep, which I keep saying over and over again, what does this tell us about Chantal? What does this tell us about who she is as a person deep down inside? I, I mean, these are her own words. I, I'm not taking anything out of context. I am literally just regurgitating what she says and then pointing out the kind of people that she has in her chat and surrounding her.
And not only that, okay, she was on a panel. This woman was on a panel. She got all drunk and went on a panel with a white supremacist who started saying really racist things. Okay? I don't know if you heard me, but okay, they're on Lolcow Queens. They have this Gidgy lady, okay? She's...
Wait, doesn't she also have somebody in her chat regularly, a regular person, that their username is YT Lover? I know that she likes to say that it means YouTube lover. I don't believe so, because if you read it out, YT Lover, you tell me what that sounds like. And then you want to scream about somebody else.
Was hanging out on panel with a white supremacist who was saying all kinds of disgusting white supremacist bullshit. Now, you would think, they suspended her. You would think that the right thing to do would be to fire her ass, because she's not even fucking entertaining anyway. Oh, sorry. Not entertaining anyways, from what I gather. So, come to find out that Keemstar is placing her as an intern and making her work for free to hurt her income. You know what would hurt her income and save your reputation all at the same time? Firing her. Here's the thing. Here's where that's driving me nuts. Hey, Anna. Hi, everybody. So my question is he going to quit now that they have, like, they're literally just completely brushing under the carpet the fact that there's a white supremacist lover on the show? Like, I just find that so, I don't know if you guys are like, maybe many of you don't know it, I guess, but...
And she brushes it under the carpet that she has PDF files in her chat, as well as somebody in her chat called YT Lover. But what do I know?
This. My question to you is, are you going to quit the show, or are you going to support a show that supports racism? I don't know. They should, Monica, yeah.
I don't know. She's worried about a show that supports racism, but look at what she allows in hers. Maybe everybody should stop supporting her. Maybe everybody should stop supporting Amber, who is now a known documented abuser.
Yeah. Okay, why are people getting indignant about my streams, Agathon? So then everyone should mind their business. If it's on the internet, we have a right to an opinion about it, right?
We do, and you better remember that the next time that you feel it necessary to start handing out strikes against channels.
There you go. So, yeah, can it? Yeah, right. You won't know. You won't know what I'm talking about if you've never watched these things. I'm just curious. I'm not calling him out. I'm just wondering, like, honestly, that would probably make him the biggest sellout on YouTube. One of them. Like, desperate for a show. So you go and kiss the ass of Keemstar, who has said the N-word repeatedly in the past.
Okay, first of all, she's calling out Yo Mama, whether she wants to say it or not. And in my opinion, is pretty much saying that he is so desperate for money that he is willing to bow down to the white man, Keemstar, and kiss his ass just so he can have a show. Which she has no business even speaking like that. But second, she's sitting here and saying, Keemstar, who's been known to say the hard R more than once, like to even be on his show. She had no problem being on a panel, multiple panels with Keemstar.
And not only that, like, okay, that was a long time ago. People change, whatever. But now they're allowing, they think it's funny that this host, this trashy piece of crap.
She had to remember her words that people can change. And she thinks that that's going to help her in this case, but it doesn't, because she proves that she hasn't changed at all. She is still the same person, because people start bringing up the issue with Charlie and she doubles down on it and says that there was nothing wrong with it.
Host. Oh, yeah, I'm a racist, hungry hippo. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I'm a racist, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I got a question.
Okay, we are going to find out just how much of a racist Foodie has been in the past. And since we already know that she doubles down and says that what she said was not wrong, we can assume she still is. Also, right here in the middle, if you don't know a lot about Locale Life, this is Keemstar, the very person that she is saying that Yo Mama has no business being associated with because what he has said in the past. But here we are, sitting right above him on this panel, trying out to be on one of his shows that she desperately wanted to be on. And there are reasons that she didn't get on the show, and we're going to watch one of the clips as to what made them decide to not have her on the show.
Like, what is the number one thing you can put your finger on that you hate Foodie Beauty about?
Foodie Beauty is nasty when she used to go live, weren't you, Foodie Beauty? You like to trash other women, bring them down, and you used to fucking dox
Anything
people.
I've ever said?
Yeah.
No.
You doxed a woman in
Let me bring
Yes, the
receipts.
fuck you did, whore.
Who? Let me show me proof then, Tina.
Stop saying
Show
who.
me
You
proof.
spit out of feathers or you're a fucking owl.
Show me proof.
Okay, I have to tell you, Tina was cracking me up when I watched this originally. Like, she did not give Foodie an inch.
Are you
Go
a
for it.
fucking owl? You know
Am I
what?
what?
I'm going to talk to
Am
my
I
boss
fucking
for a minute.
wild?
Shut up when I talk for a minute.
Am I
Shut up,
fucking
bitch.
wild?
I'm going to punch your fucking
Listen.
computer. Shut up. You listen. You
Bring
don't
it
tell me what
on.
to do. You fat
Bring it
nobody.
on.
I
only ever defend myself
Mom?
against Gore World. They're bunches of pieces of shit. I only defend myself against the fucking degenerates.
You're jealous of them.
Jealous of what? Jealous of who in Gore World? They're all fucking uglier. 100%.
Really?
Honestly, I think she's jealous of a lot of them. And the one that I think she's jealous of the most, which I think makes what she does even sicker, I think she's jealous of Charlie. If you don't know who Charlie Gold is a reaction channel. They put a ton of work into their streams, and their streams are absolutely amazing. I hope one day I can get to that level of professionalism when it comes to clips and everything else. But on top of it, I think the biggest reason that she is so jealous of Charlie is a bigger girl, but still gorgeous. Gorgeous hair, does makeup impeccably. And Chantal and Amber, and Quirky for that matter, all three like to say that the reason that people don't like them at the end of the day is fat phobia. And it irritates them that Charlie is a bigger girl and people love her. Because at the end of the day, Charlie is not out doing what they do, or at least it's not getting put on the internet. So they really don't have an excuse at that point to say that it's fat phobia. It's not. I think Foodie is so jealous of Charlie, and that's why she has targeted her for so long. But I also think that is why she has gone as low as she has when it comes to how she treats Charlie and how she behaves.
Clear and fat. And they judge me behind an avatar, so they can all suck my big fupa balls. That's all they can do. And you know what? I've never done anything first to them that they haven't done to me. So, fuck it.
So you did dox them. So you did dox them.
No, I didn't. Who did I dox?
You did.
You didn't dox Charlie? You didn't dox Charlie?
No.
You did.
Charlie, what did I
Videos
dox?
are out there.
She did on one of her live streams when she was busy screaming about Charlie and continuing to call Charlie Cole. She used Charlie's government name. If you have a government name, you can find anything about a person. She did dox Charlie.
You didn't dox Charlie,
Okay,
and then also compared to like a gorilla?
No.
You didn't.
Foodie
You
Beauty,
didn't.
those videos are out there of proving
Yeah,
that
they're
you did
out
do
there,
that.
Foodie.
No.
That's
Why?
how I know
See how
you.
you
That's
twist it?
why I know
See
who
how
you
you twist
are.
it? No.
God, first of all,
Somebody
pause,
named
bitch,
Harambe.
because you're lying.
Listen,
There are people who made videos
bitch.
about you.
Somebody
showing
named her.
proof.
Listen, let me
It's
fucking
true.
talk.
Don't
Okay, let me.
touch him. Don't
Let
kiss
me
cyber
defend
hands.
myself.
Don't come at me sideways.
I'll show my hands all I want. I'm not fucking afraid of you. Listen, okay? You might have a
not afraid of
chest
you. You should
tattoo
be
and think you're
fucking
bad, bitch. I'm not afraid of you, bitch. I'm not fucking afraid of you. So let me fucking explain myself. Thank you. Shut up.
You're not afraid of me.
There was an account
don't
named
dox me, bro.
Harambe.
Don't dox me, bro.
Okay, well, whenever you're done flapping your gums, let me know and I'll talk. Go for it.
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead,
Keep
bitch.
talking reality, because I don't want to hear her talk. Keep talking.
Nah, because always there's proof out there, and you're sitting here. I'm going to defend myself. How are you going to
Okay,
defend
where's
yourself
the proof?
against solid
I'm
evidence?
trying to
Show
explain it.
videos of you
I'm
doing
trying
it.
to explain it. I'm trying to
Okay,
explain. There
please
was an
explain how you
account.
didn't dox people.
Okay,
What the fuck?
Charlie used
Wait a minute.
listen.
What the
Charlie
fuck?
Gold used to make a fucking video after video fat shaming me, and she's like 400 pounds herself. So one day, an account, while everyone was ganging up on me, named Harambe, and it was a gorilla picture account, would make videos about her, but they were not racist. But the gorilla, I guess, as microaggression. Yes, I didn't.
How does she not know how inappropriate that is and how hurtful that is? Like, you cannot tell me that that is not the case. And that is not, like, she didn't know that that is a regular insult that is used. Explain that to me. Like, there is no excuse for that. And it is a very regular insult that is used. Like, I don't know how she can sit here and claim naivety all the time. It does not make sense to me.
Think of that at the time because I think that way. I'm not fucking racist. I know this is you're gonna think it's an excuse. I was almost married to a black man for 8 years. I love all races. Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
here we go. I got that one black friend. I can't be racist. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
no,
right.
Right,
Got it.
you know, right?
Married a black guy.
Whenever I found out that the Harambe thing was kind of racist, I just fucking stopped associating with her.
Wait.
And I
That it was kind of racist. No, it is racist. It is racist and it is hurtful and uncalled for and completely inappropriate.
apologize to Charlie.
Harambe?
So
What the fuck
I mean,
is the
like, what? These are
Harambe
things from
thing?
so long ago. What do you want from me?
Wait, what is the Harambe
You know,
thing?
What
people change.
point did
Harambe's
you not
You don't
realize
remember
that
Harambe,
most people
Keem?
were
I
black
do.
people?
Harambe was the gorilla that got killed when the little kid jumped into
I
the
remember,
center. Yeah.
but what is her relation to
There was a-
Harambe?
Charlie was a black creator, and Foodie here compared her to Harambe.
What?
No, I didn't.
What?
Team, that's wrong. Show me
Yes,
proof.
you
Oh
did.
my god!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
swear on God, I never.
She was resharing those videos. She was re-uploading those videos. She was talking about how amazing those videos are, how great they were.
You're
compared her. I never
Islamic.
did
You don't
racist
even
shit like
believe in
that.
the same God, you dumb bitch.
Bro, that's as bad as me calling
Actually,
Alex the
Islam and
N-word.
Christianity have the same God, you dumb bitch. They're the same. Fucking learn something. They're all stupid, team. I'm telling you. Listen.
Wait, you really called
Not
a
stupid,
black?
'cause you
Wait,
actually did-
time
you
out,
actually
time out, time
No,
out, time
I
out, time out.
didn't.
You called a
Wait,
black.
Keem,
Listen,
she
let me
also
talk.
doxed
I
that same
didn't.
creator. She also
Harambe?
doxed
No, I
that same
didn't. Where's the
creator.
docs? Where's the docs? Show me, and I will bow down to you and suck your dick. Where is
You
it?
ain't sucking shit on me, bitch.
Such a good, modest Muslim woman. How low of a person do you have to be? How bad of a person do you have to be that Locale Live rejects you? I mean, look at some of the people that are on this panel. You know, we have Wings of Redemption. We have Boogie, who lied about having cancer. Like, they're acceptable to be in the Locale universe, but they reject Foodie. What does that tell you about the kind of person that she is and how other people view her?
Hell no.
Show it.
I don't want none
I
of
don't
that
want
nasty
to.
shit.
I don't know. After
Team,
I
there
seen
was,
that, after I
team,
seen
there was
that
a reaction
snatch, I might
channel
want
named
to.
Harambe that was making videos about Charlie, and I supported
Okay.
her because I didn't realize like she was making fun of Charlie for that reason. Then I cut ties with her. I never ever said Charlie was a gorilla. Nothing
Wait,
like that.
where did
Okay,
this?
wait.
I would
So
never
wait,
do that. I'm not
didn't you
Wait,
compare
Sally.
Charlie to Cole?
Wait, Xylee, let me
No,
ask you,
because her name is Charlie Gold.
guys.
Hello,
And you
Keem
called her
is
Cole.
wait,
talking.
wait.
Cole was
Everybody
Everybody
black.
stop.
shut the fuck up.
Everybody stop
Keem
for a
is
second.
talking.
Let me just try to understand this, okay? How does the term Harambe get linked to you? You had to have said something.
Okay, no, I didn't say anything. What happened, like I said, Charlie Gold is a black creator, and she would come for me all the time, bullying, fat shaming, whatever. Then there was a reaction channel that came out with the name of the reaction channel was Harambe, okay? And Harambe was a gorilla who attacked a child, blah, blah, blah. Now, she made videos on Charlie, but never calling her any racial names. So I would support one or two of those videos, repost.
Why is it that Foodie thinks that racism and attacking somebody in a racial manner only happens if you're using the N word with the hard R. Why does she not realize that it can be done in so many different manners without it having to be outright blatant like that?
And then say, oh yeah, this is funny about Charlie, because everyone was coming for me. I had no one to back me up. And then people were starting to say, you're backing a racist. And then I thought, okay, the gorilla, maybe it, isn't good to associate with that, because maybe she does mean something racial. And, so even though she said she didn't, and that was a long time ago. I apologize for any racial microaggressions. I am not a racist person. And I think sometimes we say things that are like racially microaggressive and we don't realize it as like.
Okay, so she's sitting here and saying that I apologized for this. We will get into that apology later because the apology was ridiculous. But she's saying she apologized. She said that she realizes that sometimes as white people, things can be said that are microaggressions when it comes to racism without realizing it. She has learned from it. We've moved on from it. If this is the case, this was posted 9 months ago. This is 9 months ago. It's really not that far in the past. If we've really learned from it, then why in our live stream yesterday were we doubling down and saying that what she was saying was fine? There's no problem with it, and she doesn't know what the issue is. It's because it's how she really feels in her heart. It's honestly how she views Charlie, which I think says everything that we need to know about Chantal, because that's sick.
People like, and
You
so yeah, I
You speak
apologize
for
for that,
yourself, bitch. I mean what I
But
say
yeah.
and say what the fuck I mean.
I know that's
Well,
right.
I'm not like that sometimes.
Fuck outta
I sometimes
here.
my mouth gets me in trouble. I have to admit,
Mine does too.
sometimes I
Who
don't
gives a
think before I
fuck?
talk.
Here's the thing though, when you are angry and you let your mouth run away with you, generally that's when how you really feel comes out. That is when you get to see the person behind the mask, behind everything else. There is always some truth in things that are said out of anger.
Mike, you can sum it up in one shot. Make a call when you get off of here, because he did stream after stream about this whore.
Okay. But a lot of them are wrong. They're out to ruin my reputation. A lot of the allegations are wrong, or they make a lot of money off of making me look bad. Like, it's a whole thing. So of course they're going to twist things. They literally asked me to
Woody,
open
tell
a
everybody how
fucking
much
can
you
of
made.
soup.
Nobody is twisting anything. And she just referenced the can of soup. They had to react to how I made a can of soup. You literally sat there and said, I'm making a can of soup. Why don't you go react to the Holocaust instead? That's the thing. She says that people twist what she says. We don't have to. We can go and get the full clips. We can go and we can watch the entire live stream. We can go and see all of this. Thankfully, there are channels that have archived this stuff. They have clipped this stuff so that we have it saved in perpetuity for moments just like this. Foodie makes it too easy for us to be able to see who she really is. The sad thing is that a lot of people in her community, her beezers, won't go and look at this stuff because they believe her when she says everybody is just being mean to me. It's just because I'm fat. That's not the case. If it was just because she was heavier, do you know how many people would be out here making videos like this about Charlie, or making videos like this about hungry fat chick, or you know what I mean? Like it.
So you're a lolcow.
No, she's worse than a low cow.
She is worse than a lolcow because now she exploits children with Down syndrome who are almost nonverbal and puts them on display for PDFs in her chat, which is disgusting. On top of being a racist, we are a child exploiter.
One of the originals.
No, you're not.
Unfortunately.
Look at how proud she is about that. I'm one of the originals. No, she has moved from lolcow level to horror cow. Like, that is where we're at. Like, she has moved from there. I mean, we're on the same level with Shanny for Christ right now.
What I said to Charlie Gold like 6 years ago, her name is Gold, so coal rhymes with gold, and it's also an element. I didn't even.
It is not an element. Carbon is an element. Coal is not an element. Coal is a mineral.
think of her color. Comparing it to this white supremacist.
How can you not think of her color? Do you know how many other things rhyme with gold? You didn't have to go with coal. And honestly, like, generally, her comebacks that she has, she's like, you're stupid. You're a piece of crap. You're this. You're that. Why? I mean, it's kind of like when she went after Sam and Yaba and kept, calling them the Scissor Sisters and crap like that. Why do you have to focus on their sexual orientation? Huh? Like, why is that what you go for? Especially when you spent, what, 3 months, 4 months claiming to be half gay? It,
Lover, the white supremacist said things like white is right and worse things, said the N-word with the hard R. You've never heard me say that.
okay, we've never heard her say it, so that keeps her from being a racist. However, she hung out with Shani, who said it an awful lot. I also believe that her ex liked to say it a lot.
The N-word, not once. Not once. So that.
Okay, so here is a clip. This is from Just Saying's video. Like I said, it's going to be linked below. And it says, Chantal Marie, known for calling a black woman whole, referred to a black woman as colored, told a Jewish woman to go react to the Holocaust, and became friends with a racist that casually throws around the hard R in word. Like, I don't know that too much more needs to be explained, but we're going to let her keep explaining. We're going to let her tell us how what she did was not wrong after we take a peek at what she did.
That's pretty sad that people even come in here and get on that bullshit.
Charlie Cole, I dare you, because really, I have... About the Charlie Cole thing, a simple Google search.
Okay, first of all, if you don't know who Charlie is, this is Charlie. I want you to compare how Chantal looks to Charlie. Charlie is gorgeous. I think that's the biggest issue here, is that she is jealous of how Charlie looks despite Charlie's size. And she is jealous of the fact that people love Charlie and they support Charlie despite her size, which then blows apart the argument of its fat phobia. It's not. It's because you are a vile, horrid, problematic person and people cannot stand you because of it.
Search will show you the racial undertones that are connected to that with people of color, black people, and the term Cole. She was warned about this prior to this live stream. She calls herself Cole. Cole is like the opposite. It's non-valuable.
Okay, here's my other question, and I don't know that I've heard anybody ask this. She says that her problem and why she used coal instead of gold is because gold is extremely valuable and coal is not. Why is it that the only creator that she has nicknamed something based on their value and seeing them as less valuable than her and lesser than others, why is it a black creator in this space? Why? She's not saying that anybody else is lesser. She's not putting, and it's sick that it's like a monetary value that she's putting on it. Like, that makes it even worse. Why was that our go-to? I'm going to make fun of how everybody else looks. I'm going to talk about how they live their lives and make fun of it. I'm going to point out that kind of stuff. Oh, but when it comes to Charlie, she's less than me. She's a less valuable human. How dare she call herself Charlie Gold when we can clearly see she's really more like Cole, which is a lot less valuable. Like, explain to me how that was the thought process and what in that thought process seemed acceptable. And why is that train of thought only aimed at a black creator? I can't make it make sense. Not in a way that I could look at this and say, oh, well, maybe Chantal made a mistake. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was. There is no way to justify that behavior at all.
Could be somebody else, like a fan or somebody just trying to like perpetuate more of the drama. Anyway, I don't think it's her because there was a quote by Sun Tzu in it. Probably too intelligent for her. Probably just like, yeah, some loser. Whoever sent this email is going down. It could be posing as her just because they want drama because they're stupid and boring. This is a criminal. I knew it. I can tell. I'm a good judge of character.
What about Charlie made you think she was a criminal right off the bat? And a judge of character? How are you judging her character? Do you know her in real life? Do you spend time with her in real life? Do you get to see her in different settings and in different situations so that you can see how she handles stress and sadness and family like, do you get to see those things so that you can fully judge her character? No, you see her online? Okay, then how can you fully judge her character enough for you to know that she's a criminal just by looking at her? Explain that to me.
Picture her writing like this. You better watch it because, and she put.
Oh my gosh. I did not notice this until now. Did you see that? She is. Oh, this irritates me. She says, I can see her talking, and she pushes her lips out. I absolutely hate this. Absolutely hate this. Huh. Okay. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I cannot believe that she would sit there and push her lips out like that. Oh. My nephew is half black. And as a child, he spent most of his life with people telling him that he had a gorilla nose, and they would make fun of his lips. And I hate it. He doesn't have that issue anymore now. He can't keep the girls away if he even tried. Like, but I hate that, and I hate to see that she put it online thinking that it was acceptable. Why do people still support her? Like, this is so disgusting.
My mom's full name. She doxed my mom, like her address and her phone number. I knew she would play dirty like that. It's only a matter of time till her true colors, because she's a piece of coal. I dare you, because really, I have your threatening email, and do what you gotta do, man. Like, what are you gonna do? She puts on this, like, she puts on her eyeshadow and her lip gloss, tries to look in her friggin' wig all crooked.
Let's talk about this microaggression. I have never worn a wig or extensions on my channel.
That might be another thing that Foodie is jealous of when it comes to Charlie. Charlie's a bigger girl and has hair. Charlie's not running around trying to cover up a DeVito. Like,
Never once said I wear wigs. Is it hard for you to believe that people who look like me can grow their hair out long?
I know a criminal when I see one. You're such a dumb bitch, Charlie. You can talk about me in your video. She's like, that just makes me want to do more reactions, right? Well, get ready for more strikes. And you're going down. Stop playing the race card.
With saying I
Stop playing the race card. Stop being racist. And people wouldn't have to point it out. Because it was not just Charlie pointing it out. Clearly. That is why people still in her chat all these years later are saying, what about what you said to Charlie? What about how you've behaved? What about all of these things? It's not Charlie in Chantal's chat saying, "You hurt my feelings 5 years ago. What about what you said?" That's not what it is. This is normal, everyday people saying, "You said this about a black woman. How dare you?" Nobody else is in her chat crying and saying, "Well, you hurt my feelings. Well, you made me feel bad. Well, you did this." No.
Threatened her family. If you go back and listen to that video, that's not what happened at all.
I'm sure I could find your parents, dox my mom, and see what happens. I bet you I could find your family online too. There's people who don't like you. I'm sure they'll give me information.
So now she's threatening my family over an email I didn't send.
Get over it, whatever.
Okay. So that is how she behaved towards Charlie, which it's completely inappropriate. But we heard her on the Local Life panel saying, "I apologized for it. I had to learn about racist microaggressions, and that sometimes it happens, and I have learned and I have moved on from there. And, I've grown from it." So let's see how much she's grown.
It's not racist. I wasn't being, no, exactly. And even then, even so, just to like save face or whatever, if I offended her, I said sorry.
Okay, so this was her live stream, October 8th, 2025. And she is still saying, "What I said to Charlie was not racist." And then follows that up and says, "Even so, to stay face, I apologized." She didn't apologize because she realized that she did anything wrong. She didn't realize because she realized that she is a racist piece of shit. She did it so that the internet wouldn't continue turning on her and so she wouldn't lose revenue. And the apology that she did was ridiculous.
But like, the comments were saying like, as a white person, I don't have a right to decide what is racially offensive.
Okay, so this is her apology. First of all, Pizza's the one who does most of the apologizing. She is sitting and eating fried chicken in front of a Popeyes. Why are we playing with racist stereotypes while we are apologizing to a black woman for the racist comments that we made? You cannot tell me that this was not planned. She had to think about this and sit there and say, let's go get fried chicken. Let's sit down and apologize. Ooh, I need a green screen behind me so we can do the Popeyes building just in case.
To somebody of color?
Yeah, to listen to people of color, in this case, to listen to black people when they say that something is offensive.
So I don't want to explain my behavior or excuse it, so I just wanted to give a sincere apology to Charlie for saying those things and to anybody whom I may have offended.
A sincere apology so that I can stay face and not lose more support online. Because, what I said really wasn't actually racist.
Anybody of color. It wasn't my intention.
Particularly any black people.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention, but that doesn't matter in this case because I offended people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to own my actions and learn from them.
Okay, so she wants to learn from her actions and own them. After that apology, she's posted this community tab post. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. It says, "Hi guys, I just want to say that there are a lot of accusations of me being a racist because of some things I said to Charlie Gold. At the time I called her Charlie Cole. It was impulsive and out of extreme anger. Like I said, a lot of times truth comes out when we are angry because that is when we have the least amount of control over what comes out of our mouth. I also threw some other insults at her as well. Low blows. Being totally honest, I did not think of Cole in relation to her color or race at all, and more as a word that sounded similar to gold, but was not as valuable." Again, she's saying, it never even occurred to me that Cole might be in relation to the skin tone that she has. All I was thinking about is that she's less valuable. That was the point I was trying to get across. She is a less valuable human being. How does that make it any better? I am apologizing, however, because on further thought, I can understand how Black individuals may be offended by this, and for that I truly apologize. That was not my intention at all. I did send Charlie a private message apologizing for the insults, as I consider them to be a low blow, and even if I am being insulted, I never want to hurt others with my words and feel terrible.
For
Okay, this is after we have apologized. We've also sent Charlie a private apology, and we are going to see how the rest of this played out.
my comments about Charlie, about calling her Cole, because I wasn't being racist. And I firmly believe that, and I should have stood by that.
Okay, you do not get to decide what is racist. You don't. Especially when there is a history behind it. You know, in that earlier clip, Charlie showed different posters. Those are vintage historical posters where they are advertising whole people, as in saying, the come these are Black people, come see the Black people, come see the Cole people. Like, just because you don't think that there was anything wrong with it, there is a historical precedence for it being wrong. That is what this comes down to. You do not get to decide what is racist and not racist.
Because that's how Black Luther starts.
No, because you're.
See, and that's the other thing I've always wondered about. In that clip, she stutters. And she said, I used Cole because that is what but it's the color of your soul. What did we stutter over right there? What were we getting ready to say? What was getting ready to come out of your mouth that you had to say, I used Cole because that is what it's the color of your soul. I mean, I would love to have known what was about to fall out of her mouth before she caught herself.
Ignorant and you're racist. The fact that Chantel was educated on why that is racist, she has filmed, 2, maybe 3 apology videos that she had to take down because at the end of the day, she never meant any of them. So for you to now go on your public platform once again and call me Charlie Cole, it's because you are racist. Just say you're racist.
If you want to think I'm racist, I don't give a It's a play on words.
Okay, so we heard her apologize while eating fried chicken in front of a Popeyes. She walked back the apology multiple times. She also just said, I don't care if you think I'm a racist. I don't care. Okay, so now we are back to her live stream from yesterday, and we're going to listen to what she has to say about people bringing up everything that she said about Charlie.
Because she pretty much, that's like saying that's her value, not gold, Because she's a literal piece of crap, so.
Okay, so again, she's just saying there's nothing racist. It's a play on words. It's due to her value. What makes her less valuable? Please tell me. And why is Charlie the only one who you are constantly talking about being less valuable? Like, I'll wait. I would love to hear you explain this. I wanted to make sure that people got to see these clips and these things because not everybody has been around from the beginning. Not everybody knows all of the history behind everything. Not everybody realizes just how problematic Foodie is because they haven't been around to see it all. But I think it is totally inappropriate, and I think it's totally uncalled for, and I think it is absolutely ridiculous that she doubled to get down again yesterday to say that there was nothing problematic or wrong with what she said. I mean, I think after watching these clips and seeing how it played out and that she is still continuing to do this, after she's been educated multiple times and after she sat on Locale Live saying, I apologized, I've learned about microaggressions, I've learned to not do that, and I've become a better person. No, you haven't. You were saying that because you were so desperate to get on a show that Keemstar runs after you just sat there and called out Yo Mama for being even associated with Keemstar because of what he has said in the past. She has no morals whatsoever. Whatsoever. Like I said, we're going to go back and we're going to cover some of the other things that she has up. She's done community tab post with the little girl in it, and that kind of exploitation is just absolutely disgusting. And she, talked about some other things in that live stream that I would really like to go over and cover. But I kind of thought this needed a video all its own. I think it needed a history lesson with it all its own. So we will get back to the other one. We'll get back to the full live stream at a later date. But for right now, I wanted to make sure that this got up and out to you guys. Let me know what you think about Foodie saying that there's still nothing wrong with what she said. And I will see you guys in the next one.